I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoted to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't, lil' bruh. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating, lil' daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. And snack my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Holiday. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
The Eagles had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display. And
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Philly. 47 yards. A run here with McBride. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Webster, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Daniels. His throw incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Webster takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Throwing now is Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
This is 2nd and 8. Daniels looking to throw.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's go. Hey, check that street.
Back to throw. Holiday. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 41.
And they'll try to run the option here.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go now.
2nd and 9 now.
Going to throw right side here. Complete. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the give, here's McBride. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Looking to throw. Holiday. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left sideline complete. It's low. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Lion.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it was how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. He finds his man, complete. That's Webster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
To throw is Daniels. Short throw caught by Pitts. Gets past one man, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Shakes off the sack. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Webster. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders.
Yo, what you say, yo? I can barely hear you, yo. I had the music on blast, bro. I heard you saying something, though.
Right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10.
I just had to score real quick.
Now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more.
Oh, man, fuck them voluntary. Really, man, fuck that shit. Even was Lamar Jackson, a lot of them niggas. Fuck that shit.
Operating from the gun, Holiday. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him.
Nah, not really. He got 200-something million, and they talking about giving the nigga.
Another zone defense. It looks like it's
He about to get another extension.
Did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
He still got a big deal, but he about to sign an extension though.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Now that he like two years into his deal.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
That's what he's talking about. Him becoming the highest paid quarterback again. I seen that shit the other day. I think it was Twitter.
Let's go now.
Back to throw.
Yeah, that nigga throwing away $750,000 by not being there. It's the 2nd year in a row he did that shit.
The ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield.
Man, he good, man. He's making $40-50 million a year.
He runs through people, but they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
I think Dak Prescott make more money than he do.
Wide open receiver complete.
Yearly, anyway.
Another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage.
Man, I don't know, man.
You're losing playing against a good quarterback like
I think Josh Allen is number 1. I think Josh Allen is number 1.
How much time you're giving up? I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen is number 1 right now.
Defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yeah, after the Purdy did it.
On the handoff, it's Hurst. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the gun, Holiday being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
How much was Purdy shit? He got like 230-something million.
And the Eagles will extend their
By Purdy.
lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Yeah, I mean, they still going to be good on
Extra point
defense.
splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
They ain't really lose nobody.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up.
Still got
and send this one
McCaffrey.
away.
I don't know what they drafted.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I don't know what they drafted, though.
The Washington offense at the line and
Oh, yeah,
ready to
Ricky
roll.
Pearsall, he hurt.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit.
Oh, he played all year. He only ain't play
They can get
when he got
something on
shot.
the board here before intermission. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
There wasn't nothing serious though. Nah, he was practicing. But he was practicing. I think he was in he played in the preseason and all that.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
I ain't mistaken.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
To the air goes Daniels. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Who, Mike Wallace?
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They said the double coverage on him made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw.
None of them niggas was really good, though.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
He scored their touchdown earlier.
Antonio Brown was like the nicest nigga they had.
Secondary scrambling for answers.
Ever. He the nicest nigga they ever had.
He's going to put the clamps on this guy because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can try out the field goal unit for Detroit before we hit the
San Antonio Holmes.
So 2 ticks left here in the half. On is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half.
George Pickens would have made it if he wasn't a knucklehead, though.
Step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
George Pickens is nice, though. He just a knucklehead.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled.
They don't got no running backs either.
Quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
That
Oh, a dangerous return man.
Back out of there.
Here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
I think somebody did. Somebody did pick him up, I think.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. By no means certainly they have this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points,
I think when they just run out of bounds.
Slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more.
Yeah, I think somebody did pick that nigga up.
Empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 47. Looking to throw. Daniels. He finds his man. Complete. That's Webster. And he gets this to the other side of midfield.
Oh, you guys will sneak out for a minute.
Before going out.
It's inside, right? That's like a community center.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line.
I think it's ball through the lane for one.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Incomplete. Manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. And Beasley with it over the middle.
66.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
I wouldn't even get anything shot.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next
I
drive.
wouldn't even get that nigga a shot.
Touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. to throw. Holiday. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
What the fuck are you doing? He ain't even play his man.
Take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
So the 2K what?
Down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
You said it was free?
Made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense.
They trying to trade that
get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's going to be a and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half.
He had who?
And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's
I might download that shit.
Incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, no.
From the gun on 3rd down, Holiday. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start
I know that should have been a free.
37.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Webster.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Daniels steps away to his left. And oh, he caught it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will set up shot
wasn't even trying to slide.
3-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The Eagles on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Should almost hit them. So I didn't even know you can make it do that.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They go play action. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. He completes it to Henry. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. As
That's we turned the last game off because I thought that shit was over.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington
that shit was powerful again.
A big play there. 50 yards.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge.
But if you come down to it again, I bet you if you come down to it again, they double that nigga.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
They only had 2 points off in front
of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Now Hurst. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the job.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Here's Daniels. Quick completion to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And it's caught. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
What are you doing,
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
It
has been a one-sided affair. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Now Daniels. Flushed out right. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 3 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. That's caught at the 1.
What's up?
And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Even that
and
coming?
It looks like, yes, the Commanders have it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Let's see what this game is. Good game. Let me see. What the fuck? They bullshitting on the Grand Theft Auto, yo. That shit ain't never gonna come out. You gotta fix this shit, man.